Hey, sports bettors, welcome in. It is Alex, Micah Roberts, and Kenny White, and it is time for our plays of the day. It is Saturday, February 26th. We're ready to give out some winners. Let's start with college basketball. We have 7 college basketball plays, and make sure you stick around to the end because Micah has a NASCAR play for you as well. Kenny, we're going to start with you in the ACC, North Carolina at North Carolina State. I know these two have to be rivals. The Tar Heels -4, total 153.
Yeah, Alex, you got to be able to tease your own stuff as well. You have a hockey play you're going to give out later, and you've been doing extremely well in the NHL. So stick around for that one. I'm on North Carolina here, -4 against their biggest rival, probably second biggest rival, NC State. But they are rivals. North Carolina won the first meeting 100-80, a 20-point win, 75 possessions. We know it's going to be up-tempo. I'm really fading North Carolina State, though. That's the team that's playing poorly right now. 1-7 ATS and straight up their last 8 games. They're 3-13 ATS in their home games. Their crowds are dwindling. And North Carolina is getting hot at the right time. Hubert Davis's team is 8-2 straight up their last 10, and they've covered 6 of those point spreads. So I'll take the hot Carolina Tar Heels laying a short price here against their rival.
It's rare that you're on a favorite, so I'll have to jump on that with you. Let's go to the MAC. Micah, we've got Kent State at Central Michigan. Kent State -9.5, total 136.5. What do you like here?
We're going to go ahead and lay it with Kent here. We're going to keep rolling with them. They have won their last 9, covered their last 8. They have really turned the corner from what started as a sluggish start to the season. In fact, they lost to Central Michigan on December 29th, and it was at Kent. So the numbers completely change. It's flipped, and you see the rise in the Kent's rating. And a lot of it has to do with the transfer guard from Duquesne. No wonder they're so bad. But this guy, Sincere Carey, 18.5 points per game. He scored 42 against Ball State the other night. And it's one of those things, picking against Central Michigan. They had a 5-game losing streak, won their last game. They're satisfied. Kent has they're only 1 game behind for the division crown behind Toledo and Ohio. So they have a lot of incentive to win this game and win it big. And they have been winning big, covering. Why stop betting them now? I've been betting them for the last 6 games in a row. So let's keep rolling.
You two do know your divisions and your conferences, and Micah, the MAC has been one of yours. Kenny, this is one of yours, Missouri Valley. We have the top 2 teams, Loyola Chicago at Northern Iowa. Loyola Chicago -2, 137.5. What do you like here?
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. Both are 13-4 in the conference, and it comes down to this game. Last game of the year, the winner wins the conference. I'm going to go with Northern Iowa. They are 8-1 over their last 9 games. The only loss was a loss at Loyola. They got beat up 85-58 by 27 points. They weren't even in that basketball game. I think it's going to be a big difference in this time and this turnaround. I think Northern Iowa is playing better right now at this point of the season. I'm going to take A.J. Green, their fine guard, to cover the spread here. They don't even need to cover. They win the game straight up. Take the 2, a little bit of money line on Northern Iowa.
All right, I like the upset. Micah, we've got the top 2 now in Conference USA. Western Kentucky at Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee -3, total 146.5.
Yeah, both these teams have won 7 straight. Western Kentucky 5-2 against spread over that time. Middle Tennessee has covered their last 6 games, and they've turned the corner. They're leading the Conference USA East Division 3 games ahead of Western Kentucky. And they just get it done. They won. Their kind of momentum started when they beat Western Kentucky January 9th at Western Kentucky 93-85. I just like the momentum of Mid-Tennessee. They've playing, they're covering. Let's keep going with them.
All right, Kenny, back to you in the ACC. We've got Duke at Syracuse. Duke -7.5, total 151.
Yeah, I'm going to go over the total here, Alex. Duke loves to play fast. Syracuse, they're 18th in the country offensively, 192 on defense. That matchup zone normally gets better and better as the year goes, but it is not. It's continued to get weaker and weaker. The first go around, Duke beat Syracuse 79-59. Fell well short of this number, but it was because Syracuse only scored 22 points in the first half. The second half of that game was Duke 43-37. They put up 80 points in the second half. And at home, Duke is 9-5 to the over. Their games at home have averaged 157 points a game, where on the road, the Syracuse games have only been at 144. So 13-point swing to the home games for Syracuse in the Carrier Dome. Coach K, last time around against his best friend, Jimmy Boeheim. And I think that Duke comes out strong in this one, but I do believe Syracuse hangs around with their offense and they stay in this. A high-scoring game from both teams tomorrow.
All right, over that 151. Micah, one more for you. First and second in the West Coast Conference, Gonzaga at St. Mary's. Gonzaga minus 11, total 144.
Yeah, we're going to go with the Zags. And this team, it's going to be a tough game for a while, but I've seen a transition from Gonzaga being this team tentative with new guys, get them acclimated and not covering a lot of games, big numbers still, but with their shooting percentage has gone up and the shooting percentage allowed by opponents has gone down over the last 6 games. Very impressive. They're only allowing 37% shooting on the season. That is impressive. And on the road, they shoot 55%. So they're already number 1 in the nation, shooting 52.7% on field goals. But on the road, they're even better, 55%. But it's been this last few weeks, 6-3 against the spread, their last 9 games. They've really taken it up, gelled together as a team and getting ready for the tournament. And they're going to bury St. Mary's again like they usually do.
Impressive to be better on the road. Kenny, one more for you in the Mountain West, Nevada at Wyoming. Wyoming, a 7-point favorite at home, total 146.
Yeah, this is a game that I like over the total. Nevada loves to run. They're 31st in the country in pace. Their offense is better than their defense, 111 to 149. And the defense continues to get weaker and weaker game in and game out. They are 4-1 to the over their last 5. The only game went under was against rival UNLV, who's playing great basketball right now themselves. The Cowboys, Jeff Lindor's team, they don't run, but they're so efficient offensively. Maldonado and Ike are 2 of the best players in the conference. They rank 27th best offense in basketball, 87 on the defensive end. They're 8-3 over in their home games this year. The first contest at Nevada, Wyoming won 77-67, came 144. But again, Wyoming plays higher at home and Nevada plays higher on the road. So I'm over 146, Nevada and Wyoming.
Okay, great information. Micah, let's go to you. We're going to talk about one NBA game. Third place in the West, Memphis at Chicago, top of the East. It's a pick right now, total 136.5.
Yeah, this is just a bounce back for me. Day off. They lost the other night at Minnesota, ended a nice streak they had. But I can't remember the last time they lost 2 games in a row. They've been on such a good run the last 3 months. Still the best covered team in the NBA. And they're still number 1 rebounding, block shots, and steals in the NBA. I find that all impressive. I love Ja Morant and 2 kind of secondary MVP candidates with DeRozan and Morant, but there's more structure, more, let's say Memphis cares about defense a little better. So we're going to go with Memphis here.
All right, and I've got one NHL play. I tried to mix it up, give a puck line, other things, but I got to go with my best play, and that is Edmonton at Florida over 6.5. These 2 teams, between them, they have the 3 best skaters in points in the league. Mike Smith is playing goalie for Edmonton. He's 4-0 to the over in his last 4. Oilers 4-1 to the over in their last 5. Panthers 23-8 to the over in their last 31 games. First time they played each other, Panthers won 6-0. I don't see that happening again. Oilers are going to put some goals on the board as well. So I like Edmonton at Florida over 6.5. Micah, finish us off with NASCAR.
Yeah, we got NASCAR at Fontana Auto Club Speedway, 2-mile track, relatively flat, 15 degrees in the turns. They're going to have a practice Saturday, and we need to pay attention to what happens there on the 10 consecutive lap averages. Check those out before betting. But before, I'm going to go ahead and give you out Kyle Busch. He's 8-1 to win the race. He's won 4 times there. In fact, his last 9 starts in Fontana, he's been 3rd or less with 3 wins, 6 of the last 8 races there. So he loves this track. He's always been good here. He's always been there. And because he's so good, 2nd and 3rd places in some of these races at Fontana, we're going to bet him in matchups against everybody but Kyle Larson. And so he should be up. He should have like 5 or 6 different matchups there with various guys. He'll beat them all. He'll probably win the race 8-1. That's all I got.
Love it. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Kenny. As always, we wish you all a good luck this Saturday, last Saturday of February 26th. Best of luck, everyone. I'm Alex for Odds Checker. We'll see you next time.